Okay, today you're going to do a little work with some adaptations ideas. So, on the first page, we're going to start with vocabulary. I need you to use the internet to look up these definitions and then type them down in the box here. So, the words are adaptation, physical adaptations, which are the same thing as structural adaptations, physical adaptation, behavioral adaptation, camouflage, mimicry, and migrate. So you're going to come up here and you're going to type in each box. Go ahead and type over top of the words that are already there. Type the definition here. Get rid of that and type your definitions in. Try to use complete sentences if you would, please. On the second page, I want you to read all these different adaptations for the butterfly. Around here we have scales and forewings and antenna and eyes and proboscis and all this stuff. And then I want you to do two things. I want you to tell me what is an adaptation that helps this butterfly stay safe from predators. And then how do you know that that's what that's for? So I need you to type that answer down in here. There's two things you're answering here, okay? One is what is the adaptation, and two is how do you know that? This next page, I want you to think a little bit. So, what are some, I'm sorry, what are some three ways in which adaptations help organisms survive? Just in general, whether it's physical, structural, whatever, physical, structural, or behavioral. I want to know three ways in which adaptations can help an organism survive and give examples of each. Like, for example, we had talked about how animals have adaptations to help them survive by not being eaten or finding a home or whatever. Okay. So it doesn't really go with this picture. I just want you to think of three ways that adaptations help, help organisms survive and give an example of each. Okay. On this page, there's a whole bunch of phrases here. Camouflage, um, to have blubber, birds fly, to have flat teeth, hibernation. I can't read these. I've got to enlarge it. Sorry. Camouflage, to have blubber, birds fly, to have flat teeth, hibernation, to hunt at night, instinct, migration, mimicry, to play dead, to have sharp claws, and a skunk sprays. And you just drag and drop, you just drag and drop those features into the correct category. Is it a physical adaptation, or in other words, a structural adaptation, or is it behavioral? Okay, fairly simple. Then on this page, I want you to look at each image and explain how the structural adaptation helps the animal survive. So here, I want you to tell me how that bill helps that bird survive. How do these claws help an animal survive? How does that shell help an animal? And how do the feathers help the animal here? Yes, this is pointing at the feathers. Okay. And then in the last box here, it's cause and effect. I want you to look at these adaptations down here. These are the causes. And I want you to think of an effect it would have for that animal and then list that over here. So, the adaptation of a bear hibernating for the winter, what's the effect of it hibernating? How does that help the bear? How does hibernation help a bear? Okay. And that's going to take some thinking for you, I'm sure. Geese flying south for the winter. How does that help the geese? How does that